Good morning. Here we are on the beach at Bowen. See some of the islands in the distance. It's just gone sunrise. What a great little spot. Really appreciated the sea breeze last night. Things are starting to warm up this way a little bit for those that are not accustomed. We caught up with the guys last night from Just Vanning it. Derek, Sue, had a beer and a bit of a chat about their travels. So that was great to catch up with them. I'll pop a link in the comments to their site if you haven't, to their channel if you haven't actually already seen it. So this morning we're going to head into Mackay. We've got a few groceries and things to organise, and then through to Notch Point. And we're just going to, hopefully, there's a nice little spot there, and we're just going to chill for a few days. It has been a little bit hectic. We've seen a fair bit in a fairly short space of time, but that's what we do. So I hope you've enjoyed the trip so far. From there, from Notch, we're going to give ourselves a couple of days. We usually do big stints, but we sometimes be home by Saturday. What's today's Tuesday, so that gives us Wednesday, Thursday, and then we can travel Thursday, Friday, and then back into Brisbane on Saturday. Right, bye for now. We arrive at Notch Point after a pleasant drive down the coast and are greeted by that individual. You know the one. They just pick on everything and everybody that they come in contact with. Well, they appear to be in the bird kingdom as well. This bloke will not give up.
So what was that, John?
They're either going through a mating process, and he's caught now, although that's the funniest way I've ever seen it, or he's just got the shits on.
What's for lunch, Mel?
Tuna.
Tuna and what?
Biscuits.
Are you having another one?
No, I'm finishing the tuna that's in there.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to waste it.
We don't waste anything, do we, Mel?
But I had to chuck the chili out. My mouth is on so on fire.
I was going to say, did you eat the chili that was in the tin? Cream.
No.
Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to Overland Australia Adventures. During this 2-week sortie through Queensland, we've seen some remarkable things. This morning, I'm going to treat my wife to a shushushka. For those that don't know what a shushushka is, it's another word for eggs and bacon, done a different way. I have my 2 implements ready. We just need to get the ingredients ready. So, as I said, eggs and bacon. 2 eggs, bacon, chilli. We use red onion, we like it, it's a little bit sweeter. We're going to use half a capsicum, and normally you would use real tomatoes. It's one of those things, we've just gone to the cupboard to get the real tomatoes and we don't have any. So as you do when you're travelling, you improvise. So we're going to have to use canned tomatoes. The next thing is to prepare the stuff. So now we cube up the bacon, and the next thing is we get these cracked, ready to go in, and we've got our two eggs. So I've chopped up all my ingredients. The next thing is to cook it. We've woken up this morning and it's blowing about 20-25 knots, so we've had to improvise, as you do. So we've had to move a bit of stuff around. So we're going to cook it on the little single burner gas stove. Just shows that you can do it Doesn't matter where you are, really. Light the sucker. Yo, clear away. The bacon. We tend to like our bacon just a little bit cooked. So the first thing you want to do, we just want to brown off cook the bacon, just brown it off a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we do now that the bacon started to just crisp up a little bit is we add our vegetable ingredients, if you want to call it that. So there's capsicum, the onion, and the chilli. Give it a bit of a toss through. We just want these to soften off just a little bit. The next step is to add your tomatoes. So now we add the stirring through the tomatoes. And as I said, you normally would put your tomato seeds and all in, and that just melts down, reduces down, and the liquid from the tomatoes is enough to basically poach your egg in it. Pretty special. Now, there was a couple of things, and I'm a beginner at this, is we use paprika, and we also put some extra ground chili powder in the mixture as well. I'm just going to turn that down a bit. It's ferocious. And then I want to blow out. There we go. So, paprika. Just a sprinkle. And with the chili, I generally put a little bit in the palm of my hand because I don't want to make it blue and put too much. There we go, that'll be plenty. The stuff's pretty potent. I think this is one we did made our own at home, Liz, isn't it?
Yeah.
The chili. So you've got a bit of the usual seasoning, a bit of salt and pepper. And then the inevitable, is it too hot? Taste test. So what we do now, we just scallop a couple of little holes in the pan, and in those holes we're going to make a little well. I'm going to pop the egg, one egg, 2 eggs. Okay, so now, this is the critical part. We've just got to make sure that's all going to hold in there like that. Yummy. And then I put a lid on it now just to help the eggs cook. Everything else is done, so the eggs will just cook now. And then we're ready to chow down. Periodically we just need to check that. And they're not far away, a couple more minutes. Right, let's have another look at this now. Yes, now we're ready. So, we're just going to pick up this. So, I hate it when I bust the egg. Don't you hate it when you bust the egg? There we go. Right, and there is our version of bacon and eggs, or a shushushka. Right. Breakfast. Champions. How's that?
That's very nice, thank you. Oh, runny egg. Yum. I like me runny egg.
While I prepare the car for some exploring, Liz checks out some more of the locals. After following an inland track that continued to close in on us more and more, we decided to abort and made our way to the wide open spaces of Cape Palmerston Beach.
Through the haze in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me. So I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me.
Remember we crashed the drone back in Innisfail? Well, we hadn't been able to get the unit to calibrate properly, but with the wide open spaces and no one around, it was time to give it another try. And we're so pleased we did.
Like a bullet, don't take no bullshit. You should know, no, I'm about to explode. So I've been told that I should fold and give in. I can't win in this game, no. But you can hear me laughing. I'm the new thing in this field. You should kneel instead of me now. Yeah, I rose up from the dead. Your words inside my head. All the odds were against me. But now I'll lead ahead with grace. I'm winning this race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, don't take no bullshit. You should know, no, I'm about to explode. I ain't asking for permission, no. I don't have to say I'm sorry. I ain't staying in the background, no. 'Cause I don't need your worry. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, don't take no bullshit. You should know, no, I'm about to explode.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you.
After arriving back at Notch Point, we were greeted by a very strong sea breeze that did not look like it was going to abate. So we made the most of the afternoon light, then it was dinner and an early night.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. Down the road, there's sunshine and light. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Me and you.
We're just leaving this cute little spot that we found. We've had a couple of nights on the way back. Enjoyed it that much on the way up. We allowed ourselves a couple of days to chill on the way back. We've done that. We had a great day yesterday up at Cape Palmerston. So, yeah, that'll do, I think. We were woken this morning to a horrendous windstorm. Got up during the night. It's been blowing. Got up last night, middle of the night, and there was a bit of lightning about. Got a great show. The wind had actually dropped out. We're like, oh wow, how cool is that? What we probably didn't realise, it was the still before the storm. So I don't know. It must have been about 5 o'clock. It started to blow. Howl is probably a better word. The van was just getting buffeted. Poor old Millie was in a tent, woke her up. So today we're heading to Yeppoon. So we thought, well, we'll just make an early start. We're all packed up now, a little bit of messing around because of the wind. It takes just that little bit longer to get organised, which we've done. So anyway, that's good. You know, we're away nice and early, so we will get into Yeppoon early. Haven't decided what we're going to do when we get there. We want to just make a couple of shorter hops back to Brisbane. So by doing this, breaking it down, I think it's around about the 300k mark, which will be really just nice. And then somewhere around about that 350 from to Hervey Bay or thereabouts, and then on to home. So we'll catch up with you guys later.
Well, we dropped the van off at the caravan park in Yeppoon and make our way out to Byfield National Park. Two reasons for this. One is, if this isn't one of the prettiest places in Australia, then I'll go he. And secondly, we have some history out here.
Last time we were here, things weren't all that pretty. We had quite a few issues getting up this hill. Whether we didn't air down enough, I think that's probably the trick. And the other thing was the car was quite heavy. We had like camp gear and stuff in it, and yeah, we just probably tried to tackle it in the wrong gear as well. So
I've come back to get my revenge basically, because I want to do this in one hit. Liz grabbed the camera and started to walk up the track. Maybe it was because my next move did not instill confidence. Right, you'll select a gear, Johnny, that'll help.
As you can see, we've entered the really soft sandy bit, and then this should start climbing up that hill. So we'll see how it goes. You in the right gear, John?
Yep. Hope so. To find out now. Where are we going here? Straight up.
Yep, this is the hill.
Stay one set of tracks.
It's okay, Mel.
It's okay so far, Mel.
Don't stress.
Are you stressing, Mel?
No,
You should be.
She was holding
You
her
should be,
breath.
because if we stop, you've got to push.
I was laughing.
You're laughing. Well, don't laugh,
I was
because
relieved,
you won't laugh if you've got to get out and push.
Right. I've never been on sand before. Like this. Just take it easy.
I'm doing that. I think we're going to nail it. I think we're going to nail it. Oh, a couple more to go.
This is the
I remember this patch.
Yeah, this is the bit got
This is
really.
the last little bit.
This was the pinch.
Getting a bit rocky and rolling here. There we're rocking and rolling.
Very, very much rolling and rolling.
You just got to keep it going.
Try and find a bit of traction. There you go.
Sorry, got
Got a
the
little bit
dash.
more. I've got to.
Let's go up here.
Oh, this is where we got very stuck. This just took us about an hour to get out of here.
This is the last one.
Yeah. Hey, oh, hey,
Yeah, okay. He's made it
We've
to the
made
top
it
in
to the
one
top
piece
in one
without
piece.
using max tracks,
Without-
everything else. So
how cool was that?
I think it took us four sets of
We had all sorts of problems last time we did it.
four sets of
Yeah.
max tracks to get up there because it didn't have the right tyre pressure or
So-
mind you, it was warm, it was hot in the afternoon.
So yeah, very good. Done. I don't know how well it's going to come out in the camera, but it looks like there's a massive algae bloom on at the moment. You can see all the threads of it. It's all out across the bay. Oh mate, we saw wandering up the beach along the shoreline earlier. He's stuck in here out of the weather for the night. But look at it, anchored up. At Stockyard Point, you find this biologically diverse area. It boasts outstanding coastal scenery, as you can see. Massive parabolic dunes cloaked with heath, woodland and forest dominate the landscape, with the oldest dunes reaching 5 to 6 kilometres inland. The north view is filled with the rugged pinnacles of the peaks and Mount Atherton, whilst to the east you get glimpses containing the Keppel group of islands. Outstanding and definitely worth the drive. What I might do is pull that antenna down the aerial
So it doesn't get broken.
so it doesn't go bing ding 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 all the way down the hill when we go underneath
Did it
things.
do that the other one?
well.
Cold hand, frozen feet, raindrops falling on the street. I can't recall when I last saw the sun. Summer's just a memory, a faded piece of history. No one can remember all the fun. The late night barbecue, zipping on a genie juice. Cruising down the road, no thought of getting old. The girls are hot, but the beer is cold. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done. I work hard every day, don't waste my time on yesterday. I never shy away from a good time. Coming on Friday night, I see my friends and feel alright. There ain't no stopping us from having fun. There ain't no cloud in sight. The future is looking bright. Cruising down the road, no thought of getting old. Girls are hot, but the beer is cold. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done.
How's this for a campsite? This is just, we're in Yeppoon. I like Yeppoon, I could live in Yeppoon. So then down here is the beach, just a short walk. And that, 32 steps. 32 steps to the beach. Just go down here and enjoy a nice cup of tea. Look at that. Good morning, Australia. There's a great Keppel Island in the distance, you can see. The lovely beach of Yeppoon. Up there all the way up to the point. All these good people going out and doing their morning exercise. Very pleasant, still a bit windy, but after the last couple of days this is very pleasant. So last night was really nice to be able to we had a great night's sleep. We were absolutely knackered. We didn't get an awful lot of sleep on what's today, Friday. So on Wednesday night, that storm came through. We lob at Yeppoon. They got the rain. They got 17 millimetres through the course of that night, which obviously has freshened everything up here very, very nicely. Well, today sees us pack up and head to. We think we're going to get to Hervey Bay. We're going to go to Tyro, which we did on the way up, but just to mix it up a little bit, we'll sneak into Hervey Bay, somewhere in around there, so we can get a camp. I don't know if it'll be as nice as this one, but we're going to give it a crack. We've been pretty lucky so far.
like I said, what a great spot to camp, so close to the beach. But you know, they say you've always got to pay the ferryman. And whilst this is a great spot, we got parked underneath a tree. Let me show you the tree. And we all know what lives in the tree. Birds. And they've just unleashed a salvo on top of the van. And I hate to think what the awning's like, because I can see the spots from underneath, but we'll, when we get packed up, we'll just try and get some water on it, break it down so it doesn't affect the paint. That's what my concern is. Other than that, you're ready.
Is
Well, not everything goes to plan, as we well know. After a quick stop, remember the donut shop? Donuts! Yum! I did my usual walk around. You know, it only takes a few minutes to check the trailer coupling, trailer bearing temps, quick look at the tyres at each stop, and it could save you a lot of pain.
you do this?
Well, look what I've found.
You can see what you're
I suspected I've touched something yesterday while the tyres were deflated and have cut the side wall. What I don't understand is why I didn't pick it up this morning when I did my checks. Maybe it was small and the flexing and temperature have made it worse during the morning. At any rate, the point is that I've picked it up now and not had a blowout at 100 k's an hour. So it was tyre changing time.
Bear. Right, Mel, I'm going to give Dad a hand so you can do this.
A minute.
It's not long and we're back on the road again.
How'd you sleep last night, Mel? What'd you think of Yeppoon?
Alright, besides bird shitting.
What?
What was that?
Oh, what did you... I'm sorry.
And what?
You said Yeppoon was good apart from the bird shooting
That's
on the
it.
tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Everything comes at a cost, Mel. As I said earlier, great spot. But just be wary of side 24. Lucky for some, unlucky for others. tea in the morning. Well, every trip has this day, and today we're going to make our way back to Brisbane from Harvey Bay. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Overland Australia Adventures, and we look forward to bringing you more episodes in the not too distant future. Anything you'd like to add, Liz?
I have to say that it's been a very quick 2 weeks, but a very enjoyable 2 weeks. We've seen quite a bit of the coast. If you've enjoyed this series of our trip to Cairns and back, like and subscribe.
Cheers and thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.